I got mixed up here on some of the things I was going to play. He was at a CPAC event hosted by Charlie Kirk just recently. And if you don't know Charlie Kirk, he's somehow become this very prominent person in the Republican Party. And somehow people are taking cues for him. And he's put together a huge conference every year called Turning Point USA. I think it probably rivals the CPAC convention that you always hear every year. And he gets Donald Trump to speak there every year, talking about, again, like Lana and I talked about, he's up on the stage. He says he claims he's going to take some questions. And look what happens at the end.
At the end of the speech, I'll be taking some questions. So this is different than Joe Biden. He doesn't take any questions.
And there he goes. And Charlie Kirk goes to chase him down. It's like, I thought we were taking questions.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's
I'll take your questions, not like Biden.
Right.
Yeah.
No question. But this is the clip right here that I'm about to play that we talked about earlier. That when you see it, and it's just like absolute classic step in your own shit, you dumb fuck clip. Donald Trump is referring again to this very bizarre thing about how he took a cognitive test and aced it. Now, I'm not sure if he realizes that this is not as big of a deal. In fact, Nicole Wallace put it perfect. She said, this is very much like a sober person taking a,
I heard her say that.
What do they call those? The drunk test? Yeah, the sobriety test. It's like, and a sober person passing it is not that big of a deal.
Touch your nose.
Yeah.
I aced it, Ryan.
I mean, that's pretty good, Lon. That was good shit. But this guy's bragging that his...
Right.
And this is what he's bragging about. He's bragging about, and he's also telling him that his Dr. Ronnie Jackson had a lot of great things to say about him and said that he was awesome. There's only one small problem with what Donald Trump is trying to say to Dr. Ronnie Jackson.
I think you should take a cognitive test like I did. I took a cognitive test.
Of course, he's talking about Biden, and they're talking about the upcoming debate that's going to happen next week. I'm still on the fence as to whether or not this debate is going to happen. I still feel like Donald Trump's going to find a way to pull out of this. What do you think?
I don't think he's going to do it.
He keeps talking about doing the drug test.
Cognitive decline. He's not doing that.
He had Sean Hannity come on his show and say, I think Donald Trump should pull out of the debate. What do you guys think? And so it's kind of already a setup.
Yeah.
It's a setup for the dupes, but I swear I still think he's going to pull out. But again, this is him talking about Joe Biden, that he should take a drug test. And now he's going to get into his cognitive test and talk about his chat with Dr. Ronnie Jackson.
And I aced it. Dr. Ronnie Johnson. Does everyone know Ronnie Johnson, congressman from Texas?
Whoops.
He was the White House.
He doesn't know Congressman Ronnie Johnson from Texas.
It's like, but he's your doctor. My doctor, Ronnie Johnson. He didn't even say Johnson Jackson. He said Johnson because
he said it twice. Again, when we go back to the Nancy Pelosi clip where he screwed that up twice when he was trying to say Nikki Haley. He said Nancy Pelosi not once, but he said it twice. So that tells you that there's something wrong up here. There's something that's not working properly. Now, there's also a possibility, and I'll give him this. And tell me if you think I'm wrong, Lana, but Donald Trump so much does not give a shit about anybody, their names, who they are, that he'll just speak it and say it and not care if he's wrong.
I don't know. I mean, I know that's true too, but I think literally
in this case, it's cognitive.
Yeah, something's wrong with, like, if he keeps calling Biden Obama, like, that's not him saying, I don't know who. He knows who he's running against. Like, I don't think I don't give a shit. I'm just going to call Biden Obama. Like, that's weird.
So you have a
And
large enough sample size to say that it's more of a cognitive thing than
yeah,
it
it
is
just
than
seems
just
like
dementia.
right. Like I'm just gonna call him whatever Ronnie Hamilton. Like that's just stupid. It's so close that it's like no, he's literally doesn't know. He's making a mistake and he doesn't know. I told you he said Argentina. I love that guy.
Yep. Yeah.
Like what was that?
Well, maybe if he had a history of it when he was younger, like when Joe Biden has a history of stuttering, he's
Right.
still going to have that. So you can kind of give a little bit, if you're being fair to Joe Biden, saying, well, he did grow up with a stuttering issue and he still kind of struggled with it
Right, he
from
does.
here,
Yeah.
from here to there. But Donald Trump, I don't remember in his 50s or 60s where everybody was going, why does he keep calling this person that person? I think at this point, maybe we should add up that there is some cognitive decline, but let's finish this video.
Doctor. And he said I was the healthiest president he feels in history. So I liked him very much immediately. In fact, he said if I didn't eat junk food, I would live to 200. That's what he said.
Well, keep eating more junk food, Donald, because we definitely don't want that to happen. But
like what the fuck is the point of him even talking about that? Because he knows that he already knows that he has a problem with his cognitive abilities. He knows that. That's why he keeps talking about it.
It may be, it's kind of the same, philosophy. When I still can to this day, when you got these guys who are so mad at trans and gay people, I think there's something inner about them that are trying to say something. It's kind of the same thing with him. He's trying to defend and trying to swat off the idea that he's got cognitive issues. And when he's trying to prove that he doesn't have cognitive issues, he has cognitive issues.
Bragging about a dementia test like he took some friggin' practice for the law and like took
a bar exam. Yeah.
Exactly. Like you would think, and I aced it. Like, dude, it's dementia. Like, name 5 animals that you just looked at. What is this?
He had a conversation too when it said in the code where we went on further about how he asked Dr. Ronnie, he's like, should I do it? And he was like, I don't know, man. This is something, the hospital you're going to, they give public records and it's going to get out there. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to take it anyway. Kind of like he's a hero to take a test to make sure you do not have dementia. It wasn't an IQ test. It wasn't a test to get into Harvard. It was.
And I guarantee you he did not ace it. I can bet you he did not ace it.
No question about. You know what? He keeps talking about he wants to see Obama's grades. I want to see his test results.
But we already know they sucked. He didn't even take a test. He sucked. He has never taken a test because if they were good, he would be bragging. Trump doesn't show us anything.
Right. You're exactly right.
Good. He
tax returns.
But just a simple no awards.
Yep.
No grades.
Yep.
Just no high school grades. No letters of recommendation. Nothing. Trump is shit.
You know what he will show you though? He'll show you the cover of Time magazine that he wasn't on.
Exactly.
He has a copy in Mar-a-Lago of Time magazine that he was never on. He just imposed himself on Time magazine and has it hung up. And that is just bizarre behavior.
You know what Biden has, Trump? A law degree.
Right. And he's got presidential accomplishments.
Here's a senator.